Trust me when I say that the Phantom Venom Club is not a club that you want to be a part of. What's going on, guys? Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the brand new Nike Phantom Venom Club in the launch game over pack colorway. This is the cheapest model in the new Phantom Venom lineup with a retail price of $55, and as you might expect, doesn't really have a lot going for it. Now, the club tier from Nike exists as an entry-level option, a super low price on a boot that really provides what I would consider to be the bare necessities of what a football boot needs to be, with a general look of the more popular expensive models within the Nike brand. And I'm not saying that these look expensive, I'm not saying that they feel expensive, but in comparison to other club tier boots we've seen from the Nike brand in the past, these actually have more in common with the higher end models than I was honestly expecting. So it's not all bad here, although I would not necessarily say that this is a true representation of what the new Phantom Venom is all about. And please keep in mind that I am not saying that more expensive football boots will make you play better, because that is absolutely not the case. But what I will argue and stand by is that better boots, more premium boots, will offer a much better overall experience. And if you're spending a lot of time in your boots, it might be worth it to you to spend that little bit more to get the better overall experience. So what I want to do in today's video is talk about all the technical details of the Phantom Venom Club, compare it to the one model above it, the $80 Phantom Venom Academy, and also just talk about whether or not these are worth it at the entry-level $55 price point. So if you're interested in learning more, please stick around, watch the entire video. And if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen, or you can click the first link down below. That'll take you to the review page on my website, where you'll find exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal $55 retail price. If you guys do end up enjoying today's video and perhaps want to see more reviews of takedown models on the channel, please support this one with a like. And if you're new here watching for the first time and don't want to miss out on future content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. Join the club. Included with the boots is a box. They're $55. What were you expecting? So starting off with the upper, you'll notice one thing that is noticeably different in comparison to the rest of the Phantom Venom line, and that is the fact that the club tier, unlike all the models above it, does not have a lace cover that so many people seem to dislike the look of. I am not on that bandwagon. I really don't think the lace cover looks that bad, but you do not have it here on the Phantom Venom Club. So I guess to some people, they might like the look of this more than they like the look of the $250 Elite. I think those people are a little bit crazy, but maybe they're out there. As far as the upper is concerned, and the reason why there is no lace cover is because the construction of this boot is unlike all the models above it. It utilizes what is still technically a mesh-based synthetic, but not the same Nike skin material you'll find on the $80 Phantom Venom Academy. Certainly not as premium, but in all honesty, it doesn't feel that bad either. It maintains the texturing on the surface in the form of this hexagon pattern. And then moving on to the striking element, you can see that it does have the look of a striking element, and there is some very minor texturing kind of embossed into the upper, or debossed I should say, but there's no extra grip here anywhere, and really the touch on the ball that you get is left pretty slick. But again, the upper, being a mesh base, is still going to have a relatively soft feel on feet, which you can't complain about considering they're only $55. Because there's no lace cover, you can see the entire off-centered lacing system, which is attached to the upper by way of these nylon lace loops on the underside of the upper material, which I am personally not a big fan of this construction style. But again, these are $55, you can only expect so much, and I do understand why they did it, to maintain a cleaner surface area here where you would strike the ball. Still not a fan of this, just because I feel like it creates unnecessary bulk in terms of how the upper sits against your foot. And then as you get to the top two lacing positions, as you'll find across the rest of the Phantom Venom line, it just uses two regular lace holes. Filling in the middle portion of this upper, it technically does have a one-piece design in that there's no physical standalone tongue, just some neoprene material kind of filling in the opening here that actually feels pretty good. Again, I would expect something a lot cheaper for a $55 club tier takedown, but this honestly does not feel bad. Moving to the rear, you'll find that it does maintain a low cut construction, although the general shape is a lot different from the models above it. There's an internal plastic heel counter, and the heel liner is a very heavily padded mesh material which is very comfortable, but again, not particularly expensive feeling. And then internally, there's a mesh line insole that is non-removable and fully glued in place. Again, pretty typical of boots at this price point. Moving on to the sole plate and stud pattern, this is where the Phantom Venom Club kind of sets itself apart from all the other club tier options, because typically Nike likes to put a really dumbed down sole plate and stud pattern on these club tier boots, but they've effectively given us the same sole plate and stud pattern that you get on the $80 Academy variation, which, all things considered, $55 retail price, this is actually pretty decent. It's a TPU plastic sole plate. That's certainly not as nice as what you'll find from the top end model, but it gets the job done. It's got good flexibility to it. And for $55, again, difficult to complain about. And they actually give you the stud pattern that you'll find across the rest of the line as well, something that we don't really see from the club tier option. So you get that new Venom stud pattern with all these kind of chevron bladed studs, very aggressive traction. And again, at this price point, I don't think you'll find a better sole plate and stud pattern. And then finally, when it comes to weight, in a size 9.5 US, the Phantom Venom Club weighs in at about 7.6 ounces, which is roughly about half an ounce more than what you'll find from the top end Elite model, but very similar to what you'll find from the Academy tier Takedown. And again, at $55 to be under 8 ounces period is actually pretty impressive. Because these don't have a lace cover, you have easy access to the laces, which means that I have swapped out the stock orange laces for some black reflective SR4U replacement laces, which accent very nicely with all the black details on the boots. You're gonna have so many people wearing this exact same colorway. The laces make yours that much more unique. It's an inexpensive way of changing up the style of your boots. So if you're interested in a pair for yourself, the website to go to is www.sr4ulaces.com. There'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link down below in the description. So if you're interested in a pair, be sure to go ahead and check that out. On feet, the Phantom Venom Club actually feels pretty decent. By no means are they going to be on par with the more expensive models, and the cheap materials do have some pretty ugly creases when you bend your foot, but the overall shape and fit of the boot is a lot better than most options you'll find at this $50 to $60 price point. There's not a lot of extra dead space on the inside of the boot, and it's actually very comfortable on feet as well. The materials are pretty soft, not much to break in. Again, nothing premium about them, but they're certainly not uncomfortable in any way at all. As far as fit is concerned, again, above average for this price point, but also a little bit more snug than I think you might expect. If you have really wide feet, these are not that wide through the midfoot at all, so probably worth noting if you were planning on picking these up. And as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and length is pretty much perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you're on a tight budget and you need to buy a brand new pair of football boots, the best value for money option, meaning the best possible quality for the least amount of money, is never going to be the latest club tier takedown model at full retail price. What I would strongly recommend is doing a little bit of research, going online. The super deals page on the soccerreviewsforyou.com website is a great source if you're looking for a great price on new boots, but you can often get an older colorway or an older model that's not even that old, that has been discounted to your exact budget, that's gonna be better quality than a club tier takedown model at $55. With that said, the Phantom Venom Club is legitimately not that bad. Out of all the club tier options from Nike, it is, in my opinion, by far the best one, not just in terms of tech specs and overall what you're getting for your money, but also aesthetically. They look cheap for sure, but there are certainly cheaper looking club tier options from the Nike brand. So I can't say that I don't recommend these wholeheartedly, but again, if you have a tight budget, please consider all of your options rather than just paying full retail for the latest takedown model. And for those that will ask, if you're trying to decide between the Phantom Venom Club at $55 and the Phantom Venom Academy at $80, trust me when I say that the Academy is definitely worth the extra $25 and is certainly the better option out of these two. Anyways, guys, that's it for my review. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. Again, if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself or any of the takedown models in the Phantom Venom line, first link down below, go ahead and check it out. The boots are available with exclusive SR4U coupon codes. You'll be able to pick them up below their normal $55 retail price. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly possibly can. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.